All right. All right, all right. First and foremost, as we look to finish up this season as soon as possible, we do have another point to apply to Mr. Stefanski to get all of the extra training slots there. So that's helpful. Aside from that, he's been abysmal. So what are we really supposed to do there? In terms of our financials, let's make sure everything is good value now at this stage. As we, again, have taken that different approach. Instead of less people vying, buying for better value for us, to have more people buy at good value for them. That is the game plan. And hopefully we win over some good faith and make things happen. Samuel, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. 14 players ready to negotiate, but we'll deal with that later. It's all the veterans anyway. Should have kept Lovey. Apparently. I mean, we did go 3-14 with Lovey last year, though, so let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. All right, who do we have? Mick Robertson. Ooh, Eddie Goodwin's superstar dev. Okay. Let's get Mick in there. Honestly, Stingley's getting to be too expensive in terms of what it costs to get another upgrade point. Let's get Goodwin in there. Do you have firing on? No. There's no fun in being able to be fired. Oh, cool, we're building up a team. Oh, well, you're fired because you're bad. It's like, but we're supposed to be bad. So. All right. Let's see. Let's see. In terms of upgrading players, Rodney Corbett, fresh off of his injury. Broken wrist, but he's better. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He broke his wrist, but he's better for it. Week 9. Oh, just can't get fired anyway. Exactly. Week 9 against the Colts. Can we finally get our second win of the season? I doubt it. Hey! 34-9. Apparently we're even better the worse we are. As, oh my sweet God. Ed Goodwin, the superstar edge, tears his pec. He'll be put on IR. He is out for the rest of the season. We can't have good things. That's what I've learned. We're not allowed to have good things. I hate it here. We are not allowed to have good things, are we? That is brutal. Injury slider and every other slider went untouched. So. Alright, again, we'll worry about player negotiations starting in a few weeks. For now, Austin Norris gets another upgrade. 80 overall. For the lovely, lovely, lovely tight end option. Superstar, of course, last year's offensive rookie of the year. Dennis Brooks also gets better. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Derek Stingley. It's up to an 82. He has not developed the way I really wanted him to. It's been pretty disappointing. All right, let's get past the bye week here, and then we just go for it, pretty much. All right, we got a focus player at this point. Who the hell do we even bother focusing on? Let's start off with those negotiations. We'll tell certain people that, hey, we're not even going to bother. So Logan Ryan, it's basically all the veterans. Logan Ryan, Kyle Van Noy, LaMarcus Joyner, all the mentors that we brought in. None of whom want to even come back anyway. So that's kind of perfect. Lawrence Guy, Mario Addison, you're going to be gone. Dennis Kelly, Pernell McPhee, Brett Jones, Damian Square, Brian Vitzman, Cordero Patterson. We'll be telling you and Julio eventually that we don't want you back. We don't want you back. So focus players in terms of scouting. We're going to be in competition for the #1 pick, Javier Childs. I don't think we should take 2 quarterbacks in a row, but, all right. In theory, we don't need tackles. Terrell Conley should definitely be looked at. A power moves, A tackle, 23 years old at Penn State. Doesn't appear to have... Doesn't appear to be elite at anything, though. Which is a bit concerning. Doesn't appear to be elite at anything. There's Keelan Sheldon. Key ratings aren't as good. Might have elite strength, though. So Sheldon's another interesting one. And then it'd be like Roderick Blaylock at wideout. Whose key ratings, from what we know, apparently suck. Gonna have great speed and change of direction, but I don't think that's a top 3, top 5 pick at wideout. What about Jeff Hyde? Attributes look better. Elite agility, elite speed. How tall was he? 5'8". Ugh. I don't like 5'8" deep threats. It's just literally, it's going to get intercepted if the safety can stick with them. Jimmy Dale, Tim Gibson. All right, let's find out more about Javier Childs, I think. He's another one with the lead arm strength. Actually, you know what? We don't have to worry about Javier Childs. He's not going to have the speed. I was wondering if there'd be a guy that has the speed, the arm rating. That's not the case. So Terrell Conley, Keelan Sheldon, and let's also take a look. Shit. What about Max Weber? A catching. 22 years old, 6'4" corner. Not elite at anything, but decent across the board. Shit, I didn't want to look at Jimmy Dale. Jimmy Dale is a great name, but didn't want to look at him. What about Tim Gibson? Zone coverage apparently sucks. Also not elite at anything from what we know. What about Owen McCormick at wideout? 6'3". I'm a bit worried about this draft now. I am a little bit worried about this draft. Conley, Sheldon. Let's find out more about Blaylock. Those will be the 3. From what we know, this might not be the best draft. At least for what we're looking for. Which is a little bit concerning. Alright. Let's see if we get destroyed by Washington, shall we? We might very well. We might very well indeed get destroyed by the Commanders. Still very much not used to the Commander's name, by the way. Sure, nobody is. Carson Strong, our like 3rd string QB now, apparently got better. Good for him. Up to a 63. Good for you, Carson. Good for you. You did well. You did well. And then Jerry Jeudy is up to an 88. Craziness. Craziness, craziness. So Washington, week 11. 80 rated team, but they're doing a hell of a lot better than us. And we lose 35-17. This has been an absolutely abysmal season. This has been absolutely brutal. Wow. Yeah, I don't know if Kevin Stefanski is going to be here beyond this season at this rate. To not be able to get really anything out of a frankly talented team. Paul Devlin, only star dev. 1st overall pick. And he is only star dev. Fuck. Everything is going wrong for us here. Easton Trout, he's getting better. No point in putting points into power. We know he already has 99 kick power. Deacon Slate gets better again. It's from Mizzou. What'd you expect? Well, hey, we were optimistic. Let's see. John Mechie gets a little bit better. Your kicker is going to become your next quarterback. Maybe we do end up taking a look at this quarterback that's available in the draft, and we take a quarterback #1 overall 2 years in a row. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. As insane as that is, like, that is obviously our biggest need right now is finding our franchise QB. We gave Davis Mills 2.5 seasons. That wasn't it. Our rookie QB now, and Devlin might join the 30 for 30 club. Simulate against Jacksonville. Will we fall to 2-9? No, we end up beating the Jags. So 3-8 on the season. We've now won as many games this year as we did last year. And yeah, that's the problem about Devlin now, exactly, is we don't know if he will lose his star rating, because apparently that can happen. Or not his star rating, but his dev pattern. It might happen. I mean, technically it is star rating because he is star dev, but... So 3-8 against 8-3. We play Buffalo. Devlin does get an upgrade point. He's up to a 77, so he is developing much, much faster than Davis Mills ever did for us. But yeah, only star dev at 21 years old, so who knows? There might still be hope. Marcus Joyner. Thought Rosen was going to be a decent start. Everyone thought Josh Rosen for the moment. Well, not everyone, but... Josh Rosen not being an NFL quarterback, it's like, there's a reason why he went in the first round. And then first round quarterbacks are a fucking crapshoot anyway. So, I mean, who was it? Jimmy Clausen that had the infamous Mel quote of, if he's not great, I'll quit. So. All right. 3-8 against 8-3. Let's see if we get dunked on by Buffalo. We should. We beat Buffalo. We're all of a sudden 4-8. But we do pick up an injury. Julio Jones and Kyle Van Noy are both out for the moment. So our depth is certainly being tested. But we've won 2 in a row for the first time in the quote-unquote Stefanski-Devlin era. We're on the come up. There might be hope yet. There might be hope yet. We got our upgrades. Jedrick Wills. Still an 83. So. And Derwin James also. It's a little bit better. He's a legitimate 96 overall, which is insanity. Absolute insanity. We play the Colts again. Can we move up to 5-8? Yes, we can. We've won 3 games in a row. I mean, too little, too late to make anything happen, but we're now tied with the Colts. We are now tied with the Colts at the bottom of this division. Interesting. How are we not... What is happening? How is this team pulling this off? You know, if Paul Devlin battles back to at least 500, we're going to have to keep him. Austin Norris gets another upgrade. He is now an 81, which is beautiful. Dennis Brooks, guard, he keeps getting better, which is beautiful. Bryson Myers, the filler left guard we picked up in one of our trades. Gets a couple upgrades, and then Cam Akers. gets even better. He's already a decent receiving back. Let's go elusive back. It's not that bad. See, he's up to an 89, which is nuts. So we play Minnesota. Can we make it, what, 4 wins in a row? We just put up 56 points on the Vikings. And we have a breakout moment. What is going on? The Texans are surging late in this season. That is 4 wins in a row. All of a sudden, things are getting a little bit interesting. Devlin, AFC Offensive Player of the Week with 6 touchdown passes and a rushing touchdown. Holy God. Devlin trying to prove that he is in fact the man. We get a breakout moment for D. Carvalho, who is trying to bounce back. He needs 1 tackle for loss or sack. If D. Carvalho gets this, I'm not just bumping him up to star, I'm bumping him back up to superstar that he had before. I'm throwing that out there right now. He gets a breakout moment after getting robbed of superstar Dev. If he successfully gets this breakout moment, he's getting superstar back. I think that's more than fair. That is very, very fair. Way more than fair. Although you could say, like, oh, well, he's showing signs that he could be that good again. But it's like, at that rate, like, he deserves it. Cole Kmet. He had 19 tackles for loss last season, as well as 4 sacks. Clearly a bust. Speaking of which, Paul Devlin stays at the 77, but gets a little bit better. Blake Gillikin, our lovely punter, the handsome devil. Blake Gillikin. Ed Goodwin, still, despite being out injured, getting better. Not bad, Ed. Not bad at all. Mick Robertson. Our lovely linebacker. Still hidden dev for Mick. We still don't know how good he is. And then Matt Hennessy gets a little bit better there as well. Not bad. Not bad. We are in a very interesting situation here now. We play the 7-7 Jets, who made the playoffs last year. And we win 42-21. I forgot all about the breakout player. I meant to jump into that. There's no way he didn't get it, right? He got it. D. Carvalho, back up the star dev, gets 10,000 XP. I will leave it up to you guys. Like, he had superstar dev, then randomly went down to normal. Now he just earned star dev again. So I will leave it up to chat with D. Carvalho. With D. Carvalho. Keep it star? Superstar. What do you think? I'm good with what you guys think. I'm cool with keeping him at star, but if you guys think like, okay, he was superstar, goes down to normal, and then just earns star again, do you think we could just bump him back up? Let me know what you think. Go ahead and vote. And we'll see what else we got this week, as we are now 7-8 out of absolutely nowhere at this point. 7-8. It's crazy. There's no way we're in the playoff picture, right? No. No, we're not. The vote's basically over, kind of. If Keep It Star was close, I would have kept him. I wanted it to be an overwhelming majority. And, overwhelming majority it is at the moment. So, we'll give it the extra minute here. Because he is going to have upgrade points anyway, presumably. After earning that 10,000 XP. He should have at least 1. So we've won, what, 5, 6 games in a row now at this point? This is insane. And Shakir gets 2 upgrade points out of that. So he's up to a 77 at least. And a 77 indeed, but he is now a scheme fit. Well, it looks like it's not going to be close. We're going to bump him back up to superstar, which is what he was when we drafted him. He went back down to normal for some reason last year. No idea why. But there you go. He is going back up to superstar. As voted on by chat. Also, for those who took part in the prediction, for those that guessed over 6.5 wins, congratulations. If you bet the over, you were correct. So congratulations there. Congratulations there. All right, man, we got 118 upgrade points there, too. It has worked out relatively well with Stefanski. I just realized we can definitely get that. We have that last one. Reset the tree once per season. So player personnel, trade discount, add value to user picks, boost the strength rating, boost press for corners, boost strength for the offensive linemen, boost catching for wide receivers, tight ends. Ooh. And head coach wise, increase XP gains for halfbacks and fullbacks. Let's go for that catching boost for sure. Definitely boost up the catching. Boost up the strength rating for the O lineman next. We need 2 points to do that. So honestly, I mean, the coaching staff is starting to figure it out a little bit, which is nice. So the penultimate week of the season, we're against the Bears. Both teams 7-8. We won again. We're at 8-8. We might have a shot at the playoffs. The 7th seed right now is Miami. What is their record? Do we actually have a shot? We are 500 on the season. The Dolphins are 9-7. If we win and the Dolphins lose, we might actually make the playoffs. This is insanity. This is absolute insanity. We're in Detroit. Are we somehow going to come back to make the playoffs? Which seemed impossible. We were on pace for the first overall pick again. And out of absolutely nowhere, we technically have a shot. Now, I don't know why that extra XP slot isn't there, because it should be, right? What the hell? Since you lost the Dolphins earlier when they had the tiebreaker. Ooh, I think you're right. I think you're right that they would have the tiebreaker. Hold on. Let's see if there's anybody else. I totally forgot that we played the Dolphins. Good shout. Good shout. Let's go look again at the playoff picture. Damn, you're right. We might need more help than just that. Titans at 6. Steelers at 5 at the moment. Titans are 10 and yeah, I think we're done. So close yet so far. But you're right. We did lose to the Dolphins earlier this season. They're going to have the tiebreaker. I think. Unless it is divisional record. But in which case, I still think we need a lot of help. So, I mean, again, look at how bad we started off. 1-7. We beat the Colts, lost to the Commanders, then win, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. But yeah, we did lose to the Dolphins. You know, it's probably not worth hyping up because it doesn't matter, because it's not going to happen anyway. Yeah, I think we're going to be just short. We're going to be just short of actually being able to make this. Although we do have more divisional wins. We have a better division record. We do have a better divisional record. Is it divisional record or head-to-head as the tiebreaker at this point? If it is head-to-head, then we've lost. But the fact that we are even talking about, like, oh my god, we almost made the playoffs, is absolutely insane. And maybe, just maybe, there's hope for this team yet. I do still think there are certain moves. Head-to-head's first? I thought so. So yeah, we're out. I do still think there are some moves I want to make in the upcoming offseason. It's great to see DiCarvalho back with Superstar. He's earned it this year. He would have been low 80s already by now. We'll go ahead and sim this game against Detroit and see if we can end this season on another gigantic win. And we don't. We get absolutely smoked. But 8-9 on the season. Kinda crazy. Let's take a look at everything as we recap the year that was. So the Bengals win the AFC at the moment at 14-3. Steelers also made the playoffs at 11-6. The AFC South, the Jags and Titans both made the playoffs. We were just on the outs, and then the Colts were terrible. AFC East goes to the Bills. They were the only team out of that division to make the playoffs. So the record, too, the Dolphins did lose. So had we beaten the Dolphins, but also beaten the Lions, but that's a lot of hads. AFC West, Chargers and Chiefs both make it. The Raiders have been abysmal this entire run. NFC North goes to the Packers, only team out of that division to make it. NFC South to the Falcons. The Bucs also make the playoffs. The NFC East, you have the Commanders and Cowboys. Defending champion Eagles are out. Surprise, surprise, Davis Mills couldn't help lead them there. NFC West goes to the Rams. At 11-6, they have the best record in the conference. Niners also made the playoffs. So the Bengals, top team in the league. Raiders were the worst. So our pick is actually going to be up there a little bit. We are going to have to double check. We are going to have to double check where our draft picks are, because we had a couple extras. Thank you, Davis Mills. We just turned Davis Mills into the 3rd overall pick. We turned Davis Mills into the 3rd overall pick. Love you, Davis. Love you. Holy shit. So really quickly, before we look at team stats and the playoffs and all that, staff moves. I'm intrigued. So Matt Eberflus has been fired. Frank Reich has been fired. Josh McDaniels. Peter Gaffney, so totally not Bill Belichick, was just fired. Ron Rivera fired after 1 season in New York. And Jason Brook fired in Cleveland after 1 season. Honestly, Stefanski's still the guy to keep. Stefanski's the guy. We could technically go after totally not Bill Belichick, because he starts off with 10 talents, and he's only 38. But I think Stefanski's the guy to keep for now. Otherwise, that's like Josh McDaniels for the memes, but as a Patriots fan, I've seen enough of him for a lifetime. So Stefanski and company saved their jobs. The team really pulled through at the end. Let's take a look at the stats around the league. Let's take a look at our team first and foremost. So Devlin, 4,100 yards, 35 touchdowns, 15 picks. So he really started to settle down in terms of the interceptions thrown. Again, he missed 3 games. He missed 3 games this year. But not bad from the rookie Paul Devlin. Not bad at all. Sacked 24 times, though. And God, I'm not sure. We'll see. Rushing-wise, Cam Akers over 1,000 yards with 12 touchdowns. Damian Pierce still had 7 touchdowns on his own as a power back. Devlin with 2 rushing touchdowns. Not bad. Jerry Jeudy had a rushing touchdown. Receiving-wise, 83 receptions for Ridley, but Jeudy led the way with 87. Norris with 76. Yardage-wise, over 1,000 for both Ridley and Jeudy. Touchdown-wise, 8 for Julio Jones. Interesting. Ridley was 7, Jeudy was 7. I guess Julio ended up playing a little bit more, depth chart-wise. Blocking. 13 sacks allowed by Wills. Jenkins, though, in his second season, settled down. Maybe Wills will do the same. Defensively, tackle leader was Miles Jack by a very, very large margin. Tackle for loss leader was Shakir DiCarvalho with 17. He had 5 sacks, but Jonathan Greenard led the team with 6. Our pick leader with 3 was Derek Stingley Jr. Kicking-wise, only 13 of 19 for Easton Trout. Ugh. Gillikin, 45 punts this year. Cordell Patterson did have a kick return for touchdown. Around the league, Joe Burrow led the way in yardage. He, Watson, douchebag, Meyer, Hurts, and Russell Wilson were the ones to break 5,000 yards. Brick, thank you for the follow. Touchdown leader was Matt Stafford, who went 48 and 9. Burrow and Wilson both with 45. Wilson had almost better numbers than Burrow. What a season for Zach Wilson. 41 and 9 for Patrick Mahomes as well. And then Desmond Ridder also hit 40 touchdown passes. Interception leader was Sam Darnold and Justin Fields with 19 each. Rushing-wise, Derrick Henry was the yardage king. He, Elliott, McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, Najee Harris, and Aaron Jones all broke 1,500 yards. Touchdown king was Harris with 21. Damn. Receiving-wise, reception king was Cooper Kupp with 128. Yardage king, Cooper Kupp with nearly 2,000 yards. And the touchdown leader with 27, Cooper Kupp. Blocking-wise, worst lineman in the game, Charles Cross. At least for this season. Defensively, tackle leader, Blake Martinez. Miles Jack was 3rd. Sack leader, 22.5, Aaron Donald. And the interception king with 6 was Kendall Fuller in Washington. Best kicker in the league in terms of made, 22 for Dan Steen and Young Hui Koo. But the top kicker in terms of percentage, Harrison Bucker, 16 of 16. Not bad. Not bad at all. So yeah, all in all, super interesting season for us because we had a good offense and our defense wasn't that bad, but we just started so slowly. We scored the 2nd most points in the league, but missed the playoffs because we allowed the 27th most. Even though the defense wasn't that bad, we just found ways to give up points. We really did. We really did. So the playoffs then, which we will not be taking part in. Bengals #1 seed. You have Jags, Chiefs, Chargers, Titans, Bills, and Steelers. The other side with the Rams is the #1 seed. Commanders, Cowboys, Falcons, Bucks, Packers, and Niners. We'll see who ends up winning the Super Bowl in Season 3. It won't be us, but we almost made it.